calling all coaches. What would happen to your business if you got 12 new clients in 12 weeks? I'm going to teach you how. This is Better Than Happy, episode 523. Get 12 clients in 12 weeks.
Welcome to Better Than Happy, the podcast where we transform our lives by transforming ourselves. My name is Jody Moore. In the decade plus I've been working with clients as a master certified coach, I've helped tens of thousands of people to become empowered. And from empowered, the things that seemed hard become trivial. And the things that seemed impossible become available. And suddenly a whole new world of desire and possibility open up to you. And what do you do with that? Well, that's the question. What will you do? Let's find out. Sometimes listening to a podcast is enough, but sometimes you'll feel inspired to go deeper. If you hear things that speak to you in today's episode, consider it your invitation to a complimentary coaching workshop. On this live interactive Zoom call with me, you'll get a taste of the power of this work when applied in real life. You can participate or be a silent observer, but you have to take a step if you want to truly see change in your life. 2 steps, actually. Head to jodymoore.com/free coaching and register. Then you just have to show up. Your best life is waiting for you. Will you show up for it? jodymoore.com/free coaching. I'll see you there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I am currently in my hotel room in Miami, Florida, on a lunch break from a business mastermind that I've been at. This is the 3rd day. I'll be heading home. I still have another day tomorrow, actually, then I'll be heading home. And it's so amazing. Every time I come to this mastermind, I get to be in this amazing group of people who are all either coaches or teachers of some sort. Everybody has some kind of online program or course that they sell, and we just get together for several days. We talk through what's going on in our businesses and our lives, and we support and lift one another and grow our businesses and make the impact that we want to in the world. This is a high-level group. Everybody has to be at a certain level of success and then apply. And so I feel so honored and lucky to get to be in this group. And those of you in Coach Access, every time I come back from one of these, I always like to share with all of you all my takeaways, so you can stay tuned for that. But what I wanted to do, and I'm explaining that because I want to apologize for the quality of the audio on this episode. It's not my normal quality. I don't have my fancy big giant mic with me. I do have a headset mic on, so hopefully it will be decent quality, but next week we'll be back to our regular high quality sound. Thank you for tolerating this today. Because what I wanted to do today is speak to my fellow coaches and entrepreneurs who have courses or programs like myself and like the people in this mastermind I just described. And I want to talk to you about how to get 12 clients in 12 weeks. And there's a reason why I frame it that way, although you can modify it based on your schedule, how much you like to work, and how many clients you even want. So if you are working full-time, whatever you consider full-time. For me, I consider myself someone who works full-time, but if I'm real about it, I probably work about 30 hours a week. Okay, so full-time meaning it's a good chunk of your time that you put into working. Then you can, even if you've never had a paying client before, you can get 12 clients in 12 weeks. Or maybe you have paying clients, but you don't have a consistent regular flow of them, or you just, they kind of trickle in and you don't have a way to turn up the juice if you want more clients, turn it down if you want less. Getting 12 clients in 12 weeks is going to push you, okay? And I want to push you a little bit as your coach. I want to challenge you. I want you to push yourself. I want you to grow. But it's completely doable. You don't have to be a tech genius. You don't have to have anything started even. You just have to be willing to learn and try some things and grow in the ways that I'm going to teach you here. And it's completely doable. And I've seen people do it over and over again. So if you're someone who's like, I don't want to work full-time hours. I don't want to be working 30 hours a week. Maybe you work more like 15 hours a week or somewhere in the 10 to 20 window. Then maybe you want to decide to get 6 clients in 12 weeks. That's still going to push you, right? As you're putting in a little bit less time. Or maybe you want to get 12 clients in 24 weeks. Cool. Maybe your business looks different and you don't take one-on-one clients. Maybe you do group coaching or you have a course you're selling or something. So what would be the equivalent of that number for you? If 12 like mid to high-end priced one-on-one clients, I'm talking like a $1,500 to $3,000 program, or even up to $5,000 program, you could get 12 clients in 12 weeks. So what would be the equivalent of that if you have a group program or a course that you sell that is less? Maybe it's what we call a lower end offer. It's like $100, $200, $300 course. What would be the equivalent of 12 clients in 12 weeks? Would it be selling 300, having 300 people purchase your course, or getting 300 people into your group program or something? Pick a number that feels kind of out there. That would be like me working full time if I had that many clients, or that would be that would be a successful launch, if you will. And I would be delighted with that if I could get to that number, but it would challenge me to do it in 12 weeks. That's the number I want you to have in mind as we go through what I'm going to teach you here today on this episode. Okay. And the reason I say 12 weeks, the reason I'm putting a timeline on it is not because it matters. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to achieve success, but I do want you, like I said, to push yourself. I want you to have to get uncomfortable. I want you to have some trial and error in order to grow personally and to grow your business. Because think about it. If you got 12 clients in 15 years, we wouldn't say you have a successful business probably, right? You might not define it that way for yourself. But if you got 12 clients in 12 weeks, now we're on to something. Now we have some systems, some wins, some processes that we can then continue to execute and refine and build upon to have a long-term successful business. That's what I want for you. Long-term success, as long as you want to do it. Okay, so if you are not, I should have said this in the beginning, I guess, but maybe it's obvious. If you are not a coach or an entrepreneur, you may not be interested in this episode. Don't worry. Every now and then I do like a pretty business heavy episode like this. I can't help myself because I love coaching on it. But we'll be back next week with a different topic. You can skip this one, but I know many of you tell me you like learning this anyway, even if you don't have a coaching business. Okay, so let's dive in. Here's what I want to tell you. I want you to know that there are only 3 possible reasons, I should say, that you do not have a full, what I'm going to call 12 clients. Again, you modify that to whatever it is. The only reason you do not have a fully booked coaching practice ongoing with as many clients or students as you want is 3 possible things. It feels like there could be hundreds of reasons. It feels so confusing, right? This is the brain test. I don't know why. I mean, I'm doing this and that and the other thing, and I don't know what's wrong. And your brain will try to give you a bunch of nonsense reasons that I just want to debunk for you to begin with, okay? It's not that people don't have the problem that you solve through coaching. Take a look at the world around us. People are struggling just as much, if not more, than ever with the kinds of things that coaches and teachers and healers can help with. The kinds of things you have solutions for, people are struggling with more than ever, most likely. I don't know what kind of coaching you do, but if you're a health coach or you help people with something emotional or achieving some kind of goals or navigating some kind of problem or challenge, like parenting issues or marriage or whatever it is that you do, take a look around you. People have that problem, right? If they don't, we need to redefine what it is that you do. But my guess is that is not the reason, okay? I'm only saying this because I know how the brain works, and the human brain likes to go, I don't know. Maybe people don't really want this. Maybe people don't really need it. It's such nonsense, right? It's not that people don't value coaching or value your course or value the method by which you help people, right? Now, that doesn't mean that everybody understands it. We're going to get to that in a minute. But it's not that people don't want the help or need the help. It is definitely not that you don't have enough training or education. I hear this all the time from coaches. They're like, I think I just need to take one more class. I need to get this certification. I need to get my degree. I never finished XYZ thing, fill in the blank. I don't have the credibility. People aren't going to take me seriously. Guess what? Nobody cares about your certificates or your degrees or your training. What they care about is, can you help me with the problem that I have? Do you have a solution to my problem, and will it work for me? And can you deliver it to me in such a way that I will be able to implement it and solve for this problem? That might happen if you have a degree. You might have a solution if you have a degree, but you also might have a degree and still not have a solution or not be able to offer it to someone. And you might have no degrees or no certifications and have an amazing, brilliant solution that you're able to offer to lots of people or not, right? It's not about a credential. It's about your ability to help people solve a problem that they want to solve. Okay, that's number, 2 or 3 on our list here of reasons that it's not about. It's not that people don't like you. It's not because you don't look good on video. You don't sound good on Instagram. You don't have something brilliant and unique to say. Somebody else has already said it. It's not got anything to do with you, my friend. Okay? It's not that people are already doing it and it's saturated. If that were true, nobody would still have the problem that you solve for. Take a look around. People still have problems, like I said before. It's not because of the little tiny things that I see coaches worry about in their business, like what to call the program, how to describe your niche, how much to charge for your program, whether it should be, individual or groups, or should it be 12 weeks or should it be 6 weeks? It's not because of any of that stuff. You with me? This is all just brain chatter. There's only 3 possible reasons, and it might be one of these reasons, or it might be 2, or it might be all 3. Number 1 possible reason is that your offer isn't right. How do we know if it's right? It's right if it's a compelling offer that people want. They want it more than they want the money it costs for them to get that program from you. It solves for a problem that they have, okay? So your offer may not be right. And that might be because you don't have an offer at all yet. You haven't quite put it together, or it might be that you have, but you haven't messaged it right, or it's missing some components that would make it more compelling to people. Your offer may not be right. That is an easy thing to fix. It can take less than an hour of brainstorming and decision-making to fix that problem. How do we make this more compelling? How do we describe it in a more clear way? That's it. Get out a piece of paper or open up your computer and brainstorm it. That's all you need to do to solve for that one. The second possible reason is that people aren't sold on the value of your offer. Maybe the offer is great and the value's there, but people aren't sold on it. They don't understand it. They don't believe you. It's not compelling to them, right? Because they question whether it's real or whether it will work for them or whether it's worth the amount of money. I know this overlaps a little bit with number 1, that your offer may not be right, but sometimes the offer is right. We just have to learn how to better position it, how to better describe it, how to better sell people on the value, which we usually do by giving them some value before they ever even try our program. The best way to sell people on the solution you provide is to give them some of the solution. Not the whole solution, because that will overwhelm them. They probably need more time and they need your help and your guidance and your support in order to get the whole solution. But give them one little piece of the solution. I can't remember where I heard this the other day, but somebody was talking about this concept, and they gave the example of a dating coach who would give away some kind of lesson that told how to know if a girl wants you to kiss her, right? So this is a dating coach. They're not solving for the whole problem of how do I get more dates? How do I get into a relationship? How do I ultimately, find a partner or a spouse or whatever you're looking for? But it was how to know if a girl wants you to kiss her. That's a tiny little part of the solution, right? You give someone that and they execute it and it works for them. Suddenly they're sold on the value of what you offer. And finally, the third possible reason that you don't have 12 clients or full coaching practice at all times is that people don't know about you and your offer. Maybe your offer is great. Maybe once people learn about it, they're sold on it, but just not enough people even know that you exist, that your business exists, that you have a solution to their problem. And we just need to get the word out to a lot more people. Business is a numbers game, you guys. Growing a coaching business is just like growing any other kind of business. You got to cast a wide net in order to catch a few fish, right? So that's it. Now, if you're like, dang it, I thought you were going to tell me something I'd never heard before, Jody. I thought you had the magic solution. But those are the 3 things that I already knew I needed. I just don't quite know how to solve for them. I want to invite you to come and learn about a live event that I'm doing in September. When I say live, I mean in person live. I am curating right now a small group. We are only taking 40 people, and I'm putting this on the podcast, which means it will probably sell out quickly. So I wouldn't wait to go check out the details if you think you might want to join me at this live event. But what we're going to do is spend 3 days together. And those 3 days are going to be meant to solve for those 3 problems. Whether you have one problem or all 3 problems, we're going to look at all 3 of them, because even if maybe your offer is solid, cool, you're just going to get confirmation of that. And you're still going to go through the process of learning from me and executing. We're going to make decisions together. We're going to do work together. You're going to leave there with a very clear plan and more work to do when you get home. Don't get me wrong. We're going to just barely get started on it at this workshop, but you're going to know what to go home and execute, because what I want you to do is to get 12 clients in 12 weeks so that you know how to get clients. You've solved for these 3 problems, and then you're just going to continue to rinse and repeat. You're going to make tweaks. You're going to know how to monitor it, and you're going to continue to build your business into whatever you want it to be. Again, maybe you're just starting out. You've never had a paying client. Maybe you've had some, but you want more consistency. And maybe you have a full practice, but you want to go to the next level. You're ready to scale into groups. Either way, these 3 problems have to be addressed over and over and over again. So if you want to learn more about this, go to jodymoore.com/success. We've already sold a bunch of the seats to members of the lab, but we have a few left for the general public. jodymoore.com/success. You can get all the details. I cannot wait to see you at my in-person event. Get 12 clients in 12 weeks. I'll see you there. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Oh, wow, look at that. You made it to the end. Your time and attention is valuable, and I don't take it lightly that you made it this far. In fact, it tells me you might be like me, insatiably curious about people and life and potential and connection. Maybe you have big dreams, but a small budget and no time. You're tired but bored. You're content but dissatisfied. Sound familiar? Come to a free coaching call and see for yourself what's possible. jodymoore.com/free coaching to register. That's jodymoore.com/free coaching.